Good morning, everyone. It's February 10, 2024, and I'm enjoying this beautiful winter day. I love winter the most in my apartment because that's when all the trees are down and I can actually watch the sunset through the trees out my window. Anyway, just wanted to give you an update on what I've been doing lately since October, since Pastor Steve kindly and geniusly connected me with Opal Singleton, president and founder of Million Kids. She and I have been working together, touching base every couple weeks. And on January 23, she was a presenter virtually for a New York City conference under the auspices of the Administration for Children's Services, sponsored and run by Selena Higgins, social worker, founder and director of the Office of Child Trafficking Prevention and Policy. And every January she's been running these conferences. So very interesting, a wide variety of topics, and people attending from all over the world. Really interesting stuff. So on January 23, Opal presented a 2-hour presentation on the technology of sextortion, how predators are using technology to reach children in the privacy of their own homes, and then deceiving them with false avatars, sending the child inappropriate content, and persuading the child to send similar content back. And immediately the extortion begins. And it's usually based on a nude photo or some kind of sexually explicit content. And that's why the FBI is calling it sextortion, because it's a very particular kind of extortion. On January 31, Opal delivered an hour presentation on case studies of completed suicides of children who saw no other way out of this situation. And then I delivered a presentation after that on frameworks that I believe will help parents to open up conversation with their children, parents, teachers, clergy, youth organization counselors and coaches and directors, and to really help normalize this conversation about meeting, finding romance online and sending inappropriate photos to people that you really cannot verify their identity. It's a real problem. So I've also started developing a framework for healing, because these kids who don't take their lives right away are suffering trauma. It's a traumatic injury. And there's a trend in PTSD treatment overall to change the D to I standing for injury. Injury meaning it's something that we believe that can be healed with the right modalities. And I've come across some great modalities. Peter Levine is founder of Somatic Experiencing. His apparent protege is, apparently to me, is Irene Lyon, who has been a student and co-facilitates workshops with him. I actually paid for a training with her and learned a lot about neurological dysregulation that results from stress, from a traumatic incident. And I've learning a lot about this in general and about my own trauma that I've experienced in particular, and learning how to heal some layers of that, some deeper layers of that are coming up. So this has been a very rich experience for me personally, and I wouldn't have been on this path if I hadn't intended to really reach out and try to help other families and children. So it's funny how that works, isn't it? So anyway, I'm now working on a grant proposal. Opal and I are finishing the final draft this weekend to submit it to PCSB Bank Foundation on Monday. They have a board meeting on Monday, and I'm friends with the president of the foundation, and he's working with me on kind of tweaking it and making sure he understands what we're wanting to do. So pray for us, wish us luck, have a great happy Chinese Vietnamese New Year, happy Valentine's Day, enjoy the new moon. They say in the cycles of moons, it's time to think about planting something new and starting new projects. So thank you all for your time and attention. And as always, if you want to reach me, you can text me or call me 914-792-8100. Have a great February, everybody. Bye.